Courtney writes in and she says this, is a woman that covers her hair following satanic ideas from men? I'm seeing a lot of negativity surrounding head covering, and it is bothering me. How is it demonic or from the evil one if the high priest covers his head? Okay, I don't know these conversations at all that are going on online. However, I will say this. Ultimately, head coverings, I think, are come mainly through cultural elements, right? And we see this in a lot of Eastern cultures. Once a woman becomes married, then she covers her head. And this is true not only in Judaism, it's true in Judaism and Christianity and Islam, and I mean all over the place, right? And I don't know exactly how all of that came about. I know that in some cultures, if a woman was a prostitute, she would uncover her head and let her hair down. I know that there are other elements as well. The idea that this would be some kind of a satanic practice, I don't know where anyone would get this from. In fact, we have specific references throughout the Bible, not just priests, but throughout the Bible of women covering their hair, their head, and whether it's hair or whether it's a covering. My wife doesn't cover her head. I don't think that it's a command or any kind of a necessity for a woman to cover her head. I know that that's really big within the Messianic and the Hebrew roots, especially the Hebrew roots circles, that people have their wives cover their head. That's totally fine. I have no problem with that. I'm not against that if that's what people want to do. Within Judaism, especially people coming from like Orthodox Judaism, women cover their head, or the ultra-Orthodox will actually, the women will wear wigs, which I don't really understand because the wigs oftentimes are a lot of money is put into the wigs. They look really good. Like you almost can't tell that it's a wig, kind of a wig. Anyway, not the point. And Tony and Tina, I think it's Tina in the chat room, says Tim has a good article on head coverings. Yeah, that's on his that's on 1 Corinthians, the 1 Corinthians passage. He argues in that it's not actually talking about head coverings, rather it's talking about hair in the Corinthian culture, and I tend to agree with that interpretation as well. I think that he did really well on that. I know that there are others who have disagreed with that. Continue listening to this conversation by clicking the full show link on the left side of your screen, or check out the video on the right that YouTube thinks you'll like. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you never miss content from Messiah Matters.